Hi, I'm Tony, and you're in Pop Pop's Workshop. Today I want to talk about a video I saw the other day. It's been a while ago, so I put it in my liked videos by Eric Sorensen. If you're not subscribed to his channel, go check him out. He's got a lot of helpful tips. So one tip that I took from him, I've got this planer, and the outfeed tables on these things, they're not real good. And you can calibrate them, you can adjust them, you can watch videos on it, but I wasn't having any success in getting a calibration that eliminated some pretty serious snipe. So I was just, excuse me, forced to live with divots. So I'd lose a couple inches off of whatever I was making, which meant wasted wood. Which when you're starting out, you need all that maximized, right? So Eric had a wonderful video on eliminating planer snipe with a sled. So I just went and got melamine, which if you're going to do this, this is what you want. I mean, it can be any color, but you want a melamine surface because that's going to give you a lot of slide. In fact, it's got more slide to it, less resistance than even the factory bed on these planers. So that's a plus right there. And I just glued and screwed a 2x4, whatever you got, a piece of plywood, 2x4. His is much more fancy. He made a little groove and glued it together. So hats off to him for having more patience than I did in putting it together. So that's all I did with that. Then you just take her, slide her in, right up the 2x4, and there she is. So now you've got a sled that's going to keep your planer bed flat and even for a longer distance than the outfeeds. I said the outfeed could be up or down, which is going to create snipe. So I did some test pieces, and I have just a minimal amount of snipe. So I'll recheck his video. I probably did something wrong, or I'm not doing something right. They'll have to adjust. But for right now, it's down to less than a 1/16 of an inch at the end of a piece for snipe. So that I can kind of sand and level out. It's going to be perfect. So we're going to go ahead and run this piece. These are going to be cell phone and iPad holders chopped up, but I make them in a bulk stick like that. I can run it through. That's less planing for me, less sanding, and less everything. So we're going to run this piece through, but before we do, we're going to use our isotunes, and we're going to save our ears. And because I just got one of these, this is going on because it may not look the best. It's not sexy. That's true. But neither is losing an eye. So we're going to save what I got. You want to keep what you've got. So wear this. You can get lots of chips out of here. All right, we're going to go ahead and turn on the vacuum and dust collection. Then we're going to turn on the planer. So I'm going to take the sound off for you. All right. So you probably can't see it, but there is barely noticeable snipe right there. So that has taken 90% of what I was getting out of that. And I'm very happy with the result of that. So Eric, if you happen to see this video, thank you. That was a wonderful suggestion. I think he even mentioned that he may have gotten that from somebody else, but But that's that's really nice. So it was smooth. It felt really good going through. It didn't stop pulling through. What I had before with the other bed was that at one point it would kind of like stall, and you'd have to kind of pull or whatever. But with this, it just kept smoothly running through. So if you get a chance, you've got a planer, you want to eliminate most, and I'm sure if I do it right, all of my snipe. So just go ahead and grab yourself a piece of melamine. You can get shelving pieces. I think I got this at a local box store as a shelving piece that was 4 feet long and not quite 24 inches wide. So I have an extra piece left over that will become a new fence for my bandsaw. Didn't come with a fence, so I got it used. So I'm going to make a fence out of the melamine again because it'll make that wood slide on there much easier. That's my video for today, guys. Hopefully you found it useful. And remember, you can do this.